It is Thursday morning and it's about 8 something. There aren't any daycare kids here yet. I let the kids sleep in for about an hour and now we are up and cleaning. I just started a load of laundry. I already had my breakfast. The kids haven't had theirs yet. But right now I'm matching socks. So I hate matching socks because we have a bucket full of socks and none of them match. So I'm gonna go through them and get rid of some that I know haven't had a match in a while, and going to match up as many as I can. We do have a daycare kid who is on the way, so just try to get as much as we can done before he gets here, and then hopefully the kids can get started on their schoolwork by 9. Rico is cleaning the living room. How's it going, man? Cleaning the living room? Good. He says it's going good. And Jalen is cleaning the classroom. How's it going, Jalen? They pulled all those puzzle pieces out yesterday. Your sister did it. Speaking of sister, she's still asleep while everybody else up cleaning. Oh, this hallway dark. There's Raykayla. She's still sleeping, so yeah, but it's really quiet in here so far. Yes. Can I see what? Is the room clean? The living room? Get all the stuff that's on those couches. On the couch. Nobody's in a good mood right now. Everybody was like dragging when I woke them up this morning. But I woke them up at 8 instead of 7. So they just got up. Usually I wake them up at 7, but it was so quiet and I was enjoying the peacefulness of the house. And so I let them sleep in an hour. So I'm gonna go work on the socks and help them get their chores done. And we will see you guys later. This squirrel is hiding his nuts in our backyard. Shh, shh, shh. Guys, look at that squirrel. Oh, he running. He heard us now. Today sucked. I've been asleep all day. Not sleep. I've been sick all day. I wish I was asleep all day. But I've been sick all day. My allergies have really kicked in because the weather keeps changing like crazy. It was freezing cold 3 days ago, and then it was burning up hot today. Thank you, Jalen. But my Jalen been taking care of me. Yes, she has. I love you, Jalen. This my baby. So, I can't breathe out of one side. And my nose hurt from blowing my nose all day. But, I didn't do any vlogging videos today, so but I did want to get on here and do something. So what I'm going to do is show you all of the books that I want to read for the year 2017. So here we go. Okay, so these are my piles of books that I would like to read this year. The first one isn't really a book that I read. It's actually a book about myself where I write, answer the questions to the stories that are in it. It's kind of like an autobiography. And so it has different questions in it. And so you see it has my parents played this kind of grandparent role. This health problem or accident was very scary. So this has like, talks about different moments and all different types of things throughout your childhood. It does start with the early years, and then it has, you see that's still early years, and then it has middle years, And then it has, I think the later years. Yes, in the later years. So it has questions for 3 parts of your life. I actually got this from the flea market for about $2 or $3, and I love to write, so I picked that up from the flea market. I haven't written in it in a while. I just did one right before I started recording this, but my goal for this year is I need to at least write in it once every day, because it's a lot of pages that I would like to fill, and then I can pass it down to my children. So I'm really excited about trying to fill this up this year. Another book that I want to read is this one, How to Get Out of Your Own Way by Tyrese Gibson. I bought this book probably about a year ago, and it's just been sitting on my shelf. So I really want to read this one. And this one is actually a book. It's called Boundaries, Where You End and I Begin, How to Recognize and Set Healthy Boundaries. I actually got this one from my therapist. I borrowed it from her a couple of months ago. I haven't seen her probably since I borrowed it. So this might be the first one that I read, just so I can hurry up and read it. And probably at my next appointment, which I will probably be setting up soon, I can get that back to her. So this is on my list of books to read as well. Another book I started reading, of course, because you can see I have a bookmark here, but I'll probably just start over. When a Woman Lets Go of Her Fears, The Amazing Power of Trusting God by Cheryl Brodersen. So I really, really want to read this one. There are so many things just in my life that I haven't done because of fear. And one was, starting the YouTube channel and starting the videos. And when I first got my license for my in-home daycare, I was scared of doing that. And now I'm trying to get my daycare accredited, and I kind of have fears about that too. So it's like every dream that I have a lot of fears associated with them. So I picked up this book. I started reading it, but like I said, I stopped. So I would like to start over and read that book. Another book I want to read is 50 Shades of They, Insights That Bring Life to Your Relationships by Ed Young. Our church did a study on this, and our pastor just wanted everybody in the church to read it, and I just never got around to it. Somebody actually gifted me this book in our small group, and I was real excited to read it and just never found the time. So that's on my list to read this year as well. Another book I have is Raising a Princess, 80 Essential Virtues to Teach Your Daughter by John Croyle. So I bought this one as well, probably about almost a year ago, and it's been sitting on my shelf ever since. So I really want to read that one since I have 2 young ladies. I have Joyce Meyer's Making Good Habits and Breaking Bad Habits. So 14 new behaviors that will energize your life. I just love self-help books like these. So I'm real excited to read this one. I've had this one for about a year too. I bought this one and a lot of the other ones probably around the same time, because I just love when I go to Books A Million, I spend about $100 on books. I don't know why, but it's just my weakness. But once I get them home and on the shelf, it's hard for me to find the time to read them. So, yes. All right, and then another book I have is 5 Habits of a Woman Who Doesn't Quit by Nikki Koziarz. And I actually started this book. I started doing an online Bible study using this book, and I vowed not to quit because it's about not quitting. And what did I do after chapter 2? I quit. So I didn't really quit. I just never finished it. There's 2 different things. So I would like to start over again. Just start over and stick through it, and just learn some habits of a woman who doesn't quit, so I can stop quitting. This is one of my main issues, and that's why I haven't read all of these books that I have had for years. So really, this needs to be probably at the top of my list of what to read first. Next, I have Queen Sugar. This is something else. I signed up for a group reading, like a reading small group after the show came on, after the show ended, and I never got past probably the second page, and I put it down. It wasn't that it wasn't interesting, it's just with the kids interrupting me and having stuff to do, having to cook, having to clean and teach and stuff, it's just finding the time to read it. And so I really want to pick that back up and read that as well. Okay, and this next one is called Simplicity Parenting, Using the Extraordinary Power of Less to Raise Calmer, Happier, and More Secure Kids. And of course, I got this when I was looking into simple living and becoming a minimalist. Just got this so that it could help me get rid of more things, especially some of the things the kids have, because they have a lot of toys, but they probably only play with like 10% of the toys that they have. So, but they do have emotional connections to them, even though they don't play them. So I would like to read this. The next one is Raising a Daughter After God's Own Heart by Elizabeth George. I love her books. We have a lot of them. I had A Woman After God's Own Heart, and I had A Wife After God's Own Heart, and I read those and they were amazing. So I picked this one up, especially because I have 2 daughters, and I will probably, after sometime next year, grab the Raising a Son After God's Own Heart. But for now, we have this one, and I hope to read this sometime this year. This one is a book I also got from the flea market. As you can tell, it's very worn. It's probably got it for like $2, and it's just about 4-year-olds. It says, "You're a 4-year-old, wild and wonderful." Rakayla turns 4 in May, and so I just like to read up on this to see the types of things 4-year-olds do and see how they are and what they're like. So I like books like those. Okay, my last book, I actually just got it today. My friend just brought it to me and blessed me with this Bible study, The Armor of God by Priscilla Shirer. And it has been on my wish list for a while now. So I am super happy to be starting this Bible study. I will probably start this Bible study on Monday because it just looks so awesome. So I am really excited about starting this. So this is my whole stack of books, and it's about 12 books, so I'm hoping probably one per month and I can get through all of them. So that's all. Thank you. All right, so thank you for watching my video. Sorry I have been under the weather. I hope my voice wasn't too bad. I hope you could understand everything that I said. I'm about to go take me some allergy medicine and hit the hay. My eyes are itchy, my head hurts, my nose hurts, my throat hurts, everything hurts. So thank you for watching. Subscribe and please like this video. Good night.